I am Lieutenant Christina Humphries, and I am in the United States Navy. I am studying National Security Studies, focusing on Europe.
I'm Gus Jordt, and I am a major in the U.S. Air Force, and I'm studying defense decision-making and policy.
I was in Phnom Penh, Cambodia to support Anchor Sentinel 2010, which is a capstone exercise for the Global Peace Operations Initiative, which is an initiative to support peacekeeping operations around the world and the training of other militaries in peacekeeping operations.
The initiative as a whole makes it so that there are more nations with peacekeeping skills, so that if there is an issue, if there is a conflict that requires a peacekeeping force, or more nations that have these forces available to support it. And there always seems to be a shortage of that, so that's always a good thing. We were there to participate in an exercise that simulated an actual peacekeeping event. The exercise itself was a scenario in which there was a continent in the middle Pacific Ocean called Pacifica with several countries and had a vast array of problems, including ethnic conflict, droughts, trafficking in humans, drug smuggling, weapons running, and just general violence and lack of the rule of law.
I was in the Public Information Operations Cell, which is similar to Public Affairs in the U.S. military. So what we did is we put out press releases. We had a press conference with the force commander who was in charge of the overall mission, the military side. And we also took information from news sources that were coming in. The exercise had some newspapers that they created, and they had biases, so we had to sift through all these biases and create our own stories from the UN perspective.
And I was working in the communications cell, which is part of the logistics cell. Through that cell, we had to basically handle anything that came up regarding communications. One of the issues that we dealt with was a lack of equipment in the field. We had to figure out how to get that equipment, how to request it, work through the logistics process of the UN, and get it in and get it distributed to the field.
As you move along in your career, you tend to work with more and more international staffs. It's really a vital thing for a military person to be able to work internationally and be on the same page as someone from a totally different country.
For me in MPS, I think it's an excellent opportunity to work with international officers, which is always very valuable. So if I do come across an assignment where I have to work in a national setting, I've had that experience, and it'll be an experience I can use and apply to my job.